One of the most common questions I get asked here at Magnum Archery is how long will my bowstring last? And the answer will actually surprise you. I've seen strings that last only up to 6 months, and I've seen strings that look great after 5 years. But here's why. Most archers focus on getting a high-end sight, bow, stabilizers, etc., but they overlook on the quality of the bowstring. Many manufacturers have high-end quality strings, but some don't. And it is worth it getting high quality string material or get a high quality string from a reputable string maker and putting it on your bow and making sure you get the best consistency and accuracy from your bow. If your bow does not have good quality strings, and I'm talking about when you're buying an old bow or a second-hand bow, the strings tend to stretch, to creep, which causes cam timing to go out, which causes draw length inconsistencies, which will make you shoot inconsistent, not be accurate, and not getting the groups, which will lead to bad broadhead flight, bad penetration, and you not getting the trophy that you're after. When you really think about it, the string is probably one of the most important components on the bow itself. It maintains accuracy, it maintains cam timing, it helps consistency with peep rotation, it maintains the draw length. So all in all, everything that I'm talking about will give you consistency and accuracy, and without a good quality string, you will not get the accuracy and consistency that you want. A worn out string can make a perfectly tuned bow shoot poorly, but how long will a string last? It depends on how many arrows you shoot during the week or during the day. With casual archers, they usually shoot about 20 arrows per day, a couple of 100 arrows, maybe a month. Where your more advanced archers, when they're in season, will shoot hundreds of arrows a day, thousands of arrows a month. And within the year, they'll shoot up to 50,000 arrows a year. And then replacing the string is very, very, very important. Some of the factors that come into play, which is extremely annoying, is when you start getting peep rotation. And we'll look at some of the factors that come into play when it shows the signs that you need to replace your string or your cables. All in all, the durability and the longevity of your string depends on how many arrows you shoot and how many arrows you put through the bow. But let's look at why the string and the cables start wearing. Obviously, as you are drawing the bow, you're putting all the strings and cables under pressure. It causes friction. Moisture plays a role. When you're putting it on the ground, more dust comes into play. And if you do poor maintenance on the string itself, it has an effect on the actual wear of the bowstring. So what actually puts wear and tear on a string like this is not really only the shot count, but it's all the friction that the bow goes under when you are putting it under load and when you're shooting. Obviously, all the friction as it goes over sharp areas on the cams, when it's going into its let off, when it's a dusty day, or when you put your bow on the ground, all the dust particles or ground that gets into this area causes a lot of friction on the serving itself. In my opinion, probably the most important thing that wears a string is poor maintenance. When we talk about maintenance of a bowstring, this is a client's bow. These strings are very old, that he's got on his target bow, but I want to show you some of the stuff that I see all the time, especially on string maintenance, and it is important to wax your string. And it is actually as simple as taking a little bit of wax, and I'm going to do it on this cable here, but just adding a little bit of wax on the cable itself, and then taking either your hand, your fingers, or a little piece of leather, and just rubbing it in nicely until it gets nice and warm and it melts into the fibers itself. And here you can see it's nice and smooth and it's clean. But I want to show you the string that was over waxed, and this looks like it's nice and smooth. You can see some of the excess wax that's actually on the string itself here. But when you want to take off some of the excess wax, and over waxing the bowstring is also not a good thing. But I'm taking a thicker piece of serving. The thinner serving usually tends to do some damage on the string. So I take a thick 0.025 serving, and when I wrap it around the string, I just rotate it over the string once, and then I pull it tightly, go over the string. Just look at all that wax that you actually get from the string that's actually over waxed. All of that wax coming off of the string. And when I take this wax off, obviously there's a lot of dirt and so forth. But what I would end up doing is I've cleaned the wax, and then I would just make sure I make this nice and smooth. Everybody thinks that when you're waxing the string, that's all the maintenance that you need to do, but when you are over waxing your strings, you actually attract a lot of dirt. And with all the dust it attracts, it actually causes more friction. So when you look at a string itself, it's made out of 24 of these fibers. So this is actual string material, and this is the serving material. This serving material is a lot harder, and this is the parts that goes over the cams, and that forms part of the center serving where a lot of the knock friction actually comes on. But when you've got a lot of wax and you wax the serving, especially around the cam, it causes quite the opposite of what you think it does. It takes away a lot of the speed, it causes a lot of friction, it attracts a lot of dust particles and ground particles, and it just wears out the cam really, really quickly. Serving, you do not wax. So what is important when you are making a good quality string, and the signs of a good quality string is that even after hundreds or thousands of shots, there's no serving separation. So when we are building a string, we put our string in the string jig under 300 pounds of tension before we start serving. And when we serve the string under that kind of tension, it helps us put the serving on nice and tightly, which will prevent any serving separation when it's on the bow after thousands of shots. The string looks fine, but when you actually do a little bit closer inspection to the string, the loop is in a good place, but when you draw the string, the peep actually ends up rotating so that it aligns. So that gives me an indication that we have to replace the strings, because there are a lot of peep rotations. So if you are experiencing peep rotation, I would highly recommend you replacing your strings and cables. How do you inspect your string for any possible damage? So with this string and with the peep rotation, we've clearly seen that the string is at the end of its lifespan and it needs to be replaced. But when I inspect the rest of the string, there's no clear visible damage to the string itself. But when you are checking this at home, where you will see certain areas where there might be separation, with the knock being on the center serving here, you'll see that the center serving might get separated or it might get damaged. And by shooting a lot, it almost looks like this round area turns into a square where the actual knock goes into place all the time. When that does happen, make sure that you have a clean rotation when you insert an arrow. For instance, if I insert an arrow into this section here, if I put my knock in there, it needs to rotate freely, and the arrow shouldn't grip and move as I'm rotating the string. Another area where you'll clearly see if there might be damage to the strings or cables is underneath the cable slide. And when you take this out the cable slide, you'll feel or you'll see any loose strands on the cables itself. So make sure you check that and you go through it thoroughly. The other areas that you need to investigate for serving separations are on the cams itself, where the angles are sharper, where the bus cables goes around, or where the string goes around the sharper angles on the cams. Usually when you get string separation there, it does cause wear and tear on the string, which will cause strands to break, and then you definitely have to replace your strings. When you are buying a second-hand bow, it is a good investment to make to look at replacing the strings. If it is the original strings and the bow is old, the probability of that strings breaking, causing the cams to get damaged or the limbs to crack or break, it's going to cost you a lot more money to replace the cams and the limbs than what you actually ended up paying for the bow. So make an investment in good quality strings. It'll add a lot of extra life to your bow, and it'll help you enjoy your bow more. But let's take a look on how a string is made and what it is actually made from. The string material that we use is BCY 452X string material, and this is actually what it looks like. It's a combination of different materials that prevents the strings from stretching, creeping and breaking. But what we do first is we actually put it in a string jig itself. This is a multicolor string, and this is a 24 strand string. We first put it in a string jig, and once we've done the serving at the ends, we put it in the press itself, and then we add twists. We're going to add 26 twists to the string, and by just having programmed it at the bottom, we've already added 26 twists to the string. So when you look at the string, it's nice and round and evenly twisted. Once we've done the twists, we end up putting it on the string stretcher itself, where we stretch it overnight. We stretch it for 24 hours, and you can see this is how the actual hydraulic system works, where we keep it under tension here for over 300 pounds. Once we're done here, we put it back into the serving jig here, and we'll use a serving jig to put the serving on the end serving, and if it's a string, we put it in the center serving. We use power grip for the center serving. So the serving is a lot thicker material. This is actually a very thick material we use on the crossbow strings, and this is what helps protect the actual strands of the string to prevent the majority of the wear and tear. But now that you sort of got a good indication on what a string looks like when you start building it to when you're done, like so, you obviously put it and take it to the bow press and you start assembling your strings. Premium string materials are always expensive. There's a lot of time and labor and effort that goes into making a good quality string. You get cheaper string material, but in my opinion, it would be better for you to look at rather getting a more premium string fitted to your bow. It'll definitely add value to the longevity of your bow. It will help you be more consistent and be more accurate on the bow. Go and have a look at your strings. Tell me how old your bow strings are on your bow. Leave it in the comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. Are you replacing your strings or not? Are you making your own strings or not? Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see next time. I'll catch you on the next one.